Hi, I'm Elena, State Senator for Georgia's 42nd District in DeKalb County. Today marks the final legislative day of the first week of session, and things have already started picking up. We've introduced a new president pro tempore, 3 new senators, and will soon swear in a 4th. Along with welcoming these new faces, we've begun debating legislation. Yesterday, the Senate Judiciary Committee, on which I serve, met to discuss one of the bills that has been the most talked about in recent months, the adoption bill, which is HB 159. This legislation is the culmination of 3 years of effort by many people to streamline and modernize Georgia's adoption code, something that has not been done for 3 decades. This update is intended to make it easier for Georgians to adopt kids in Georgia, with an eye especially on those in foster care. Last year, the bill stalled at the end of the session when a clause was inserted that would have given protection to private agencies that take taxpayer grants but don't want to place children with same-sex couples. This year, the Senate committee stripped out that discriminatory language but inserted another bill that the governor vetoed last year. My fear is that the inclusion of this language could once again prevent the passage of a bill to help kids. I don't want to let political shenanigans get in the way of helping Georgia's kids that need homes or Georgians who want to grow their families, so I voted no in the committee. In addition, I believe that this is the year that we should move forward to seek a Medicaid expansion that works for Georgia. We have one of the highest rates of uninsured citizens in the country, and our rural healthcare system is failing. For 8 years, we have turned away $1 billion a year in federal money that's going to insure people in other states. Expanding Medicaid would attain coverage for our folks, shore up our rural healthcare system, and attack our opioid epidemic, all with only about $140 million per year from the state that would draw down $1 billion from the federal government. If this return on investment were presented as an economic development opportunity or the federal money to expand the Savannah port, we would be jumping up and down to take it. Well, I believe that this money is for something even more important, keeping Georgians healthy, and that in and of itself is an economic development opportunity. I also hope that this session we tackle transit funding for the Atlanta region. We've been having study committees and talking about it for a while now, and with the growth of population and development in our state, it's time to put into place plans for a robust regional transit network that has some dedicated state funding. Lastly, I would like to mention a very special holiday coming up. Next Monday, January 15th, is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Dr. King, of course, is known nationally and worldwide as one of our greatest and most influential leaders. This is such an important day to reflect on our nation's history because of all the positive change Dr. King created. He showed an immense amount of leadership in his nonviolent approach to standing up for what he believed in and paved a path for leaders and citizens to follow in so many aspects. Here at the Capitol, we are reminded daily of the man that Dr. King was. His statue was unveiled last year and runs parallel to the road named after him, right here in the city where he was raised. I encourage you to use this day to attend ceremonies or even just to reflect on the legacy Dr. King left behind. If you ever have any questions or concerns about legislation or anything you would like to discuss with me, please don't hesitate to contact me or to stop by my office. Thank you for your continued support and for allowing me to serve Senate District 42.